From which season did Rick and Morty use digital ink and paint animation? A. First season. B. Second season. C. Third season. D. Fourth season. In the TV series Friends, what is the name of Ross's second wife? A. Rachel. B. Emily. C. Carol. D. Mona. What is a Mondrian in art? A. A method of oil painting. B. A Baroque architecture style. C. A type of abstract geometrical painting. D. An impressionistic optical effect. Which famous band was originally called the Quarrymen? A. The Beatles. B. The Rolling Stones. C. The Who. D. Led Zeppelin. Which bird has the most feathers on its body? A. Osprey. B. Peacock. C. Penguin. D. Swan. Who wrote the novel Joseph and His Brothers? A. Gilbert Murray. B. Daniel Defoe. C. Thomas Mann. D. Franz Kafka. What is the main reason for the occurrence of defined seasons on Earth? A. Precession of Earth's axis. B. Rotation of Earth. C. Revolution of Earth. D. The tilt of Earth's axis. Which animal is primarily responsible for pollinating agave plants used to produce tequila? A. Bats. B. Leafhoppers. C. Godin's oriole. D. Weaver ants. What is the primary function of red blood cells in the human body? A. Clotting blood. B. Storing nutrients. C. Transporting oxygen. D. Producing hormones. What nationality is Snoop Dogg? A. Canadian. B. Irish. C. British. D. American. What characteristic did Roseanne and her TV family share? A loving family atmosphere. B. The ability to take a thrift approach. C. Working class background. D. Strong ties to nature. Which SI unit is used to measure energy, including heat? A. Calorie. B. Newton. C. Joule. D. Kelvin. What is the largest species of bear? A. Polar bear. B. Grizzly bear. C. Black bear. D. Sun bear. Which is the only country in the world that has a flag with just one color and no design, symbol, or other color? A. Monaco. B. Libya. C. India. D. Japan. Who was the first president of the United States? A. George Washington. B. Thomas Jefferson. C. Abraham Lincoln. D. Benjamin Franklin. What is the highest mountain on the border between India and Nepal? A. K2. B. Makalu. C. Mount Everest. D. Kangchenjunga. The fastest fish in the ocean is the A. Tuna. B. Shark. C. Sailfish. D. Marlin. What is the title of episode 5 of the miniseries The Undoing? A. Trial by Fortune. B. Trial by Fury. C. Trial by Fire. D. Trial by Truth. What genre of music is Brian Eno known for pioneering? A. Country. B. Reggae. C. Ambient. D. Jazz. Who most commonly served as captain of the Spanish national soccer team in 2023? A. Alvaro Morata. B. Sergio Busquets. C. Sergio Ramos. D. Ferran Torres. Which honorary award has director Sam Mendes received from BAFTA? A. BAFTA Fellowship. B. Best Actor. C. Best Original Screenplay. D. Outstanding British Film. What is the title of the book written by T.L. Timon? A. Crime and Punishment. B. The Picture of Dorian Gray. C. Buddenbrooks. D. An Inquiry into the Meaning of CSE. Which art movement emphasizes the idea behind the work over the finished product? A. Pop art. B. Surrealism. C. Conceptual art. D. Impressionism. Who is the singer of the hit song Uptown Girl? A. Brad Pitt. B. Lady Gaga. C. Madonna. D. Billy Joel. What hypothetical particle is theorized to move faster than the speed of light? A. Electrons. B. Tachyons. C. Neutrons. D. Protons. What is the primary use of magnesium oxide, MgO? A. Precious metal refining. B. Stainless steel fabrication. C. Refractory applications. D. Tractors. Which celebrity is known for the hit album 1989 and popularized the phrase squad goals? A. Adele. B. Taylor Swift. C. Beyoncé. D. Rihanna. Which of these artists was not a member of the electronic music supergroup Swedish House Mafia, which split up in 2013? A. Steve Angello. B. Sebastian Ingrosso. C. Axwell. D. Alesso. D. Mark Ruffalo. D. Chris Hemsworth. Which celebrity is known for starring in both The Mask of Zorro and Desperado? A. Antonio Banderas. B. Tom Hanks. C. Leonardo DiCaprio. D. Matt Damon. What is the average distance from Earth to the Sun? A. 39 million miles. B. 54.5 million kilometers. C. 4.89 light years. D. 149.6 million kilometers. What is the highest mountain in the United States? A. Mount Cassim. B. Mount Whitney. C. Mount Rainier. D. Denali. Shark. D. Hammerhead. What is the capital and largest city of the Democratic Republic of the Congo? A. Tunis. B. Addis Ababa. C. Kinshasa. D. Accra. What is the title of the head of the U.S. Department of Commerce? A. Prime Minister. B. Director General. C. Minister of Trade. D. Secretary of Commerce. How long is one full rotation, sidereal day, on Venus? A. 54 Earth days. B. 200 Who was the lead vocalist of Led Zeppelin? A. David Bowie. B. Jimmy Page. C. Ozzy Osbourne. D. Robert Plant. What is the most common type of brain aneurysm? A. Berry, saccular, aneurysm. B. Fusiform aneurysm. C. Mycotic aneurysm. D. Traumatic aneurysm. Which of these is not a species of ape? A. Gibbon. B. Chimpanzee. C. Panda. D. Orangutan. How do fleas regulate their body temperature? A. By generating heat internally like mammals. B. By storing heat in body fat. C. By using chemical reactions to warm themselves. D. They do not regulate body temperature internally. Who directed the classic Western film The Good, the Bad and the Ugly? A. Fred Zinnemann. B. Blake Edwards. C. Sergio Leone. D. Quentin Tarantino. Which Charles Dickens novel focuses on industrial poverty and utilitarianism in the fictional town of Coketown? A. Cranford. B. Great Expectations. C. A Tale of Two Cities. D. Hard Times. What part of the cow is used for flank steak? A. Eye of round. B. Chuck. C. Flank. D. Filet mignon. Which compound is commonly added to table salt to make it iodized? A. Sodium chloride. B. Potassium iodide. C. Calcium carbonate. D. Zinc sulfate. Who wrote the novel Pride and Prejudice? A. Jane Austen. B. Emily Bronte. C. Charlotte Bronte. D. Mary Shelley. What is the period of time required for a complete orbit around Earth by geostationary satellites? A. 6 minutes. B. 1 hour. C. 24 hours. D. 10 days. Who wrote the novel The Picture of Dorian Gray? A. Mark Twain. B. Jane Austen. C. Oscar Wilde. D. Charles Dickens. Which of the following is a typical dish served at a Turkish breakfast? A. Kokoreç. B. Iskender kebab. C. Menemen. D. Tavuk tandir. How many players should each team have on the court in basketball? A. 2. B. 4. C. 5. D. 6. In which year did the British science fiction drama TV series Doctor Who first air? A. 1959. B. 1963. C. 1965. D. 1975. Which book series was authored by Laura Ingalls Wilder? A. Animal Farm. B. Treasure Island. C. Little House on the Prairie. D. The Catcher in the Rye. Who is the creator of the comic series Strangers in Paradise? A. Stan Lee, B. Clark Gregg, C. Terry Moore, D. Jim Lee. Which artist painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? A. Leonardo da Vinci, B. Rembrandt, C. Raphael, D. Michelangelo. How many semitones are there in an octave? A. 4, B. 5, C. 12, D. 8. What gas is produced by methanogenic microorganisms during anaerobic respiration? A. Oxygen, B. Hydrogen, C. Methane, D. Carbon dioxide. Who released the song Voy a Perder in 2020? A. Noel Gallagher, B. Lana Del Rey, C. Rosalia, D. Rita. Who painted the moods in 1909? A. Pierre-Auguste Renoir, B. Paul Kazan, C. Ilya Yefimovich Repin, D. Paul Gauguin. What does the word scaphism refer to? A. Death by torture, B. Death by starvation, C. Slow poisoning, D. Death by leisure. Which continent has never had native lions? A. Asia, B. Europe, C. Australia, D. Africa. Who wrote the novel 1984? A. George Orwell, B. Aldous Huxley, C. Ray Bradbury, D. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Who directed the 1990 psychological horror film Misery? A. James Cameron, B. Peter Jackson, C. Steven Spielberg, D. Rob Reiner. During which war was the Declaration of Independence signed? A. American Revolutionary War. B. World War I. C. World War II. D. Korean War. In which 90s sitcom did the character Rachel Green pursue a career in fashion? A. Cheers. B. The Nanny. C. Seinfeld. D. Friends. Who built Stonehenge? A. The Druids. B. The Neolithic people. C. The Romans. D. Anglo-Saxons. In which year was Jules Verne's classic novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea first published? A. 1863. B. 1870. C. 1875. D. 1881. What is the title of Bob Dylan's 1964 hit song about changing times? A. The world is turning. B. Times is a changing. C. The times they are changing. D. The times they are a changin'. In what year? C. 1989. D. 1993. What is Joe Jonas's middle name? A. Adam. B. Paul. C. Walter. D. Kevin. What layer of Earth's atmosphere protects the surface from harmful ultraviolet radiation? A. The mesosphere. B. The exosphere. C. The ionosphere. D. The ozone layer. Besides Claude Monet, which artist was a leading figure of the Impressionist movement? A. Claude Monet. B. Paul Gauguin. C. Paul Cézanne. D. Pierre-Auguste Renoir. Who composed the Violin Concerto in D major, Opus 77? A. Clara Schumann. B. Karl Reinecke. C. Robert Schumann. D. Johannes Brahms. Externa. Which ingredient forms the base of traditional carbonara sauce? A. Cheese. B. Tomatoes. C. Eggs. D. Pancetta or guanciale. In which year was the International Labour Organization founded? A. 1917. B. 1918. C. 1920. D. 1919. Which dog breed is part of the toy group and has Chinese origins? A. Yorkshire Terrier. B. Dalmatian. C. Pekingese. D. Saint Bernard. In what year did Austria declare permanent neutrality? A. 1945. B. 1951. C. 19... Which pair directed the 1993 film adaptation of the video game Super Mario Bros.? A. Annabelle Jankel and Rocky Morton. B. Robert Zemeckis and Steven Spielberg. C. Tim Burton and Joel Schumacher. D. Ridley Scott and James Cameron. Which musician was a former drummer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers? A. Lenny Kravitz. B. Rick Rubin. C. Chad Smith. D. Jack Irons. Which U.S. state is bordered by the Delaware River and Delaware Bay? A. Delaware. B. Pennsylvania. C. Virginia. D. Maryland. Who was the leader of the first Surrealist artist group? A. Salvador Dali. B. André Breton. C. Pablo Picasso. D. Paul Klee. What type of food are palasing palachink? A. Pasta. B. Pizza. C. A thin pancake. D. Burger. Which word is most closely related to the scientific field of pedology? A. Botany, B. Geology, C. Oceanography, D. Soil science. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? A. Margaret Thatcher, B. Theresa May, C. Angela Merkel, D. Indira Gandhi. Who directed the 2007 movie There Will Be Blood? A. Wes Anderson, B. Joel Cohen, C. Steven Spielberg, D. Paul Thomas Anderson. Who created the Baroque masterpiece The Beheading of Saint John the Baptist? A. Rembrandt, B. Jan van Eyck, C. Vermeer, D. Caravaggio. Which B. Paul Ledent, C. Kees van Dongen, D. Eugen Delacroix. What year was the Battle of Arnhem fought during the Second World War? A. 1941, B. 1942, C. 1943, D. 1944. Which element has the atomic number 6? A. Oxygen, B. Carbon, C. Nitrogen, D. Helium. For how many years did Prince perform under the unpronounceable symbol name, often called the artist formerly known as Prince? A. 1 year, B. 2 years, C. 5 years, D. 7 years. Who originally recorded the song Signed, Sealed, Delivered I'm Yours, which is featured in the 1998 comedy Pleasantville? A. Whitney Houston, B. Diana Ross, C. Stevie Wonder, D. The Temptations. What play written by Robert Bolt was made into an Oscar-winning film? A. Gone with the Wind, B. The Third Man, C. A Man for All Seasons, D. To Kill a Mockingbird. Which country do churros originate from? A. Chile, B. Jamaica, C. Spain, D. Italy. In which country was Nelson Mandela born? A. Canada, B. Namibia, C. Belgium, D. South Africa. How many countries make up the United Kingdom? A1, B2, C3, D4. Which 19th century artist applied porcelain dust to his paintings for a shimmery effect? A. Max Ernst, B. Eugen Delacroix, C. Wojciech Kossak, D. Odilon Redden. Who is the artist of the iconic painting The Starry Night? A. Pablo Picasso, B. Leonardo da Vinci, C. Georges Seurat, D. Vincent van Gogh. In 1979, who became the first woman to preside over the European Parliament? A. Margaret Thatcher, B. Angela Merkel, C. Simone Veil, D. Jacqueline Kennedy. Which band was known for wearing elaborate costumes and face paint during performances? A. Kiss, B. Queen, C. The Rolling Stones, D. U2. What is the first spin-off series of The Vampire Diaries? A. The Offspring, B. The Event, C. The Originals, D. The New Generation. What unseen component is inferred from the rotation curves of galaxies? A. Interstellar gas, B. Dark energy, C. Dark matter, D. Black holes. What is an to wrap sushi? In which year was the Edict of Nantes issued? A. 1551, B. 1560, C. 1598, D. 1789. In what year was the movie Titanic released? A. 1995, B. 1996, C. 1997, D. 1998. What gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere during photosynthesis? A. Oxygen, B. Carbon dioxide, C. Nitrogen, D. Methane. Who directed the film Lady Bird? A. Guillermo del Toro, B. Martin Scorsese, C. Damien Chazelle, D. Greta Gerwig. Which surrealist artist is known for using oil painting as a medium? A. Jackson Pollock, B. Rembrandt, C. Franz Klein, D. Salvador Dali. In the TV series The Office, what is the name of the paper company where the main characters work? A. Stratford, B. Dunham Paper, C. Dunder Mifflin, D. Staples. What film won the 2005 Academy Award for Best Picture? A. The Aviator, B. Brokeback Mountain, C. $1 Million Baby, D. The Last Samurai. In which year did the TV series Friends premiere? A. 1995, B. 1993, C. 1994, D. 1996. Which president wrote the famous Gettysburg Address? A. Franklin D. Roosevelt, B. George Washington, C. Abraham Lincoln, D. Theodore Roosevelt. In what year did the show The Office first premiere on NBC? A. 2000, B. 2006, C. 2003, D. 2005. Who is considered the pioneer of early Renaissance fresco mural painting? A. Pablo Picasso. B. Bernardo Bellotto. C. Giotto di Bondone. D. Diego Velázquez. Where did Johann Sebastian Bach compose some of his most famous works? A. Munich, Germany. B. Wiesbaden, Germany. C. York, England. D. Leipzig, Germany. Who directed the 1989 adventure film Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? A. Peter Jackson. B. Quentin Tarantino. C. Steven Spielberg. D. Martin Scorsese. What is the approximate mass of DNA in a single human cell? A. 6 picograms. B. 6 terabytes. C. 6 kilobytes. D. 6 petameters. In the TV series Breaking Bad, what is the name of Jesse Pinkman's chemistry teacher? A. Walter White. B. Saul Goodman. C. Hank Schrader. D. Gus Fring. What does BPM stand for in music? A. Tunes frequency. B. Tempo. C. Beats per measure. D. Beats per minute. Which animal is known to have the strongest bite force of any land animal? A. Tiger. B. Grizzly bear. C. Saltwater crocodile. D. Lion. Which book won the Booker Prize in 1997? A. The Great Gatsby. B. The Catcher in the Rye. C. 100 Years of Solitude. D. The God of Small Things. Which city is often cited as one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities? A. Rome. B. Damascus. C. Cairo. D. Moscow. When a jackal feeds on leftovers from a tiger's kill, what type of relationship is this? A. Predation. B. Parasitism. C. Commensalism. D. Competition. Who played the leading role in the 1989 movie Dead Poets Society? A. Tom Hanks. B. Sean Connery. C. Robin Williams. D. Robert De Niro. Disposable ballpoint pens are most commonly made of which material? A. Paper. B. Wood. C. Plastic. D. Metal. What is the maiden name of Picasso's first wife? A. Stein. B. Van Gogh. C. Cocklever. D. Renoir. Approximately what is the diameter of Earth in kilometers? A. 6,365 kilometers. B. 8,000. Who wrote the book To Kill a Mockingbird? A. Harper Lee. B. J.D. Salinger. C. F. Scott Fitzgerald. D. Ernest Hemingway. Which country has won the most medals in men's football at the Olympic Games? A. Hungary. B. Argentina. C. Brazil. D. Italy. Which of the following organelles has a double membrane and is found in plant cells but not animal cells? A. Chloroplast. B. Lysosome. C. Mitochondrion. D. Nucleus. Which Italian dish features a layered pasta with meat, cheese, and tomato sauce? A. Lasagna. B. Risotto. C. Carbonara. D. Gnocchi. Which famous Dutch artist painted The Starry Night? A. Pablo Picasso. B. Vincent van Gogh. C. Peter Bruegel the Elder. D. Claude Monet. What instrument is Yo-Yo Ma famous for playing? A. Piano. B. Violin. C. Cello. D. Guitar. Who directed the 2020 movie Eurovision Song Contest? The Story of Fire Saga. A. Todd Phillips. B. Steven Spielberg. C. Gore Verbinski. D. David Dobkin. Who composed the musical Hamilton? A. Benny Andersson. B. Andrew Lloyd Webber. C. John Williams. D. Lin-Manuel Miranda. How is Vitamalt best classified as a drink? A. Alcoholic beer. B. Cocoa drink. C. Non-alcoholic malt beverage. D. Drinking yogurt. What type of noodle is traditionally used in Mongolian cuisine? A. Ramen. B. Udon. C. Rice noodles. D. Handmade wheat noodles. Which Slovenian composer wrote a cantata based on the poetry of Janez Jelen? A. Lucijan Maria Skrjanc. B. Joseph Ledecker. C. Jacob Rakusha. D. Manuel de Falla. Who is Meghan Markle's father? A. Velvin Hogan. B. Steve Marmel. C. Gregory Markle Jr. D. Thomas Markle. Who organized Danny's surprise birthday party in season 5 of Full House? A. DJ Tanner. B. Stephanie Tanner. C. Kimmy Gibbler. D. Michelle Tanner. Which country hosted the 2018 Winter Olympics? A. Japan. B. Canada. C. South Korea. D. Russia. Who wrote the screenplay for the 2015 film Room? A. Andrew Niccol. B. Emma Donoghue. C. Nick Hornby. D. Lenny Abrahamson. C. 5000 BC. D. 6000 BC. Is a bagel considered a type of donut? A. Yes. B. No. C. They are the same food. D. It depends on the recipe. Which Greek island is officially recognized as a traditional producer of feta cheese? A. Crete. B. Euboea. C. Lesbos. D. Rhodes. Who directed the film Inception? A. Steven Spielberg. B. James Cameron. C. Christopher Nolan. D. Martin Scorsese. Who wrote the book Oryx and Crake? A. J. D. Salinger. B. Neil Gaiman. C. Margaret Atwood. D. Kurt Vonnegut. Which famous painter is known for the artwork Starry Night? A. Vincent van Gogh. B. Claude Monet. C. Leonardo da Vinci. D. Pablo Picasso. Which was Willie Nelson's first ever single? A. The Part Where I Cry. B. Hello Walls. C. Funny How Time Slips Away. D. Crazy. Dylan Redden is best known as a leading artist of which art movement? A. Cubism. B. Romanticism. C. Realism. D. Symbolism. Who wrote the novel To Kill a Mockingbird? A. John Saul. B. Harper Lee. C. Alexander McCall Smith. D. Roald Dahl. Who plays the character of Regan MacNeil in the movie The Exorcist? A. Ellen Burstyn. B. Ed Flanders. C. Linda Blair. D. Jason Miller. Who is often regarded as the father of post-impressionism? A. Vincent van Gogh. B. Pablo Picasso. C. Paul Cézanne. D. Edgar Degas. Who painted the School of Athens? A. Caravaggio, B. El Greco, C. Michelangelo, D. Raphael. Who composed the Four Seasons? A. Ludwig van Beethoven, B. Franz Schubert, C. Maurice Ravel, D. Antonio Vivaldi. Who was nicknamed the Sick Pilgrim? A. Alexander Pope, B. Miguel de Cervantes, C. John Milton, D. John Bunyan. Which type of food is a scone? A. Fruit, B. Vegetable, C. Candy, D. Bread. Which musician won an Academy Award for Best Original Song for Lose Yourself from the movie 8 Mile? A. The Beatles, B. Led Zeppelin, C. Duke Ellington, D. Eminem. Who wrote the book Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone? A. Kristin Cashore, B. Ursula Le Guin, C. J.K. Rowling, D. Brian Jacques. Who dominated and conducted raids in parts of Europe, particularly the British Isles, during the early 11th century? A. The Franks, B. The Muslims, C. The Mongols, D. The Vikings. The term Impressionism was coined by whom? A. Eugen Corot, B. Edgar Degas, C. Louis Leroy, D. Claude Monet. Which artifact is often cited as the oldest known musical instrument? A. Acoustic drum, B. Oboe, C. Neanderthal flute, D. Ear trumpet. What genre of rock music began in the mid-1950s? A. Jazz, B. Garage, C. Soul, D. Rockabilly. In what year did Genghis Khan die? A. 1122, B. 1145, C. 1227, D. 1345. Who directed the movie Inception? A. Christopher Nolan, B. James Cameron, C. Steven Spielberg, D. Quentin Tarantino. The California whiptail lizard belongs to which scientific family? A. Iguanidae, B. Chameleonidae, C. Phrynosomatidae, D. Teiidae. Girl with a pearl earring. Which country has won the most FIFA World Cup titles as of 2022? A. Germany, B. Brazil, C. Italy, D. Argentina. Which Romanian footballer was the first to win the UEFA Club Midfielder of the Year award in 1999? A. Adrian Mutu, B. Gheorghe Hagi, C. Matiu Radu Ratiu, D. Ovidiu Peter. Which country won the first ever FIFA World Cup in 1930? A. Uruguay, B. Brazil, C. Argentina, D. Italy. In which city is the sitcom Friends set? A. Toronto, B. New York City, C. Chicago, D. Miami. Which artist is famous for the triptych painting The Garden of Earthly Delights featuring vivid religious imagery? A. Gustav Klimt, B. Raphael, C. Edvard Munch, D. Hieronymus Bosch. Who plays Rachel Green in the American sitcom Friends? A. Courtney Cox. B. Jennifer Aniston. C. Lisa Kudrow. D. Matthew Perry. What is the maximum score a single player can achieve in a 10-pin bowling game? A. 200. B. 250. C. 300. D. 150. What is the capital of Singapore? A. Kuala Lumpur. B. Manila. C. Phnom Penh. D. Singapore. In what year did communism begin to take shape in Russia with the October Revolution? A. 1918. B. 1917. C. 1920. D. 1921. Which genre is Ellie Goulding most associated with? A. Rock music. B. R&B. C. Electronic dance music. D. Jazz. Song. C. Ackers. D. Minalinsky. Which author wrote the novel Go Tell It on the Mountain? A. Toni Morrison. B. James Baldwin. C. Ralph Ellison. D. Alan Locke. Who is the lead singer of the British alternative rock band Blur? A. Michael Eavis. B. Damon Albarn. C. Bob Wakefield. D. Henry Dagg. What is the name of the highest mountain peak in North America? A. Mount Everest. B. K2. C. Denali. D. Mount Kilimanjaro. The Treaty of Amiens ended the war between which two countries? A. France and Russia. B. France and Britain. C. Britain and Prussia. D. Britain and Russia. What is the title of Martin Scorsese's 2019 Netflix-funded gangster film set in New York City? A. Night in the City. B. Goodfellas. C. The Irishman. D. Mean Streets. Who was the 44th President of the United States? A. George Washington. B. John Adams. C. Thomas Jefferson. D. Barack Obama. Who was the first emperor of the Roman Empire? A. Augustus. B. Nero. C. Julius Caesar. D. Caligula. Where did George Harrison perform a significant solo concert after the Beatles split? A. Madison Square Garden. B. Wembley Stadium. C. Ed Sullivan Theatre. Which actress starred alongside Tom Cruise in the 1988 film Cocktail? A. Michelle Pfeiffer. B. Julia Roberts. C. Demi Moore. D. Elizabeth Shue. Which famous artist painted the Starry Night? A. Vincent van Gogh. B. Claude Monet. C. Pablo Picasso. D. Leonardo da Vinci. Which artist won Best Pop Solo Performance? B. Dua Lipa. C. Taylor Swift. D. Billie Eilish. What was Billboard's Song of the Summer for 2020? A. Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. B. Rockstar by DaBaby featuring Roddy Ricch. C. Motivation by Normani. D. WAP by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Who wrote the novel Quicksand? A. Nella Larson. B. Langston Hughes. C. Joseph Heller. D. James Joyce. Who painted the masterwork A. Harlot's Progress in 1732? A. Frans Hals. B. Tiziano Vecellio. C. Diego Velázquez. D. William Hogarth. In the TV series Breaking Bad, what type of food does Gus Fring's restaurant Los Pollos Hermanos specialize in? A. Italian cuisine. B. Seafood. C. Fast food chicken. D. Vegetarian dishes. What is the main ingredient in Japanese okonomiyaki? A. Rice. B. Fish. C. Cabbage. D. Beef. Who was the first Indian movie star to appear on the cover of Time magazine? A. Amitabh Bachchan. B. Parveen Babi. C. Smita Patil. D. Shah Rukh Khan. What is the scientific name of Goodfellow's tree kangaroo? A. Dendrologus lumholtzi. B. Dendrologus goodfellowi. C. Dendrologus dorinus. D. Dendrologus matchii. Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? A. Leonardo da Vinci. B. Raphael. C. Michelangelo. D. Caravaggio. Which treaty ended World War I in 1919? A. Treaty of Versailles. B. Treaty of Tordesillas. C. Treaty of Paris. D. Treaty of Utrecht. Which animal is known to be the fastest bird in the world? A. Cheetah. B. Horse. C. Peregrine falcon. D. Kangaroo. Which Hollywood actor starred in Deadpool and the Proposal? A. Will Smith. B. Ashton Kutcher. C. Tom Cruise. D. Ryan Reynolds. Who is the artist behind the work Las Meninas? A. Vincent van Gogh. B. Albert Bichat. C. Salvador Dali. D. Diego Velázquez. Which character in the TV series Friends is known for being an overthinker? A. Phoebe. B. Joey. C. Chandler. D. Ross. What is the birth name of Italian singer-songwriter Laura Pausini? A. Laura Alice Pausini. B. Laura Giussi Pausini. C. Laura Pausini. D. Laura Anna Pausini. In the TV series Breaking Bad, what is the name of the fast food chain owned by Gus Fring? A. Pollos Locos. B. Los Pollos Hermanos. C. Chicken Palace. D. Crazy Chicken. Who is Little Sims? A. American actress. B. English rabbi. C. Irish actor. D. English rapper, singer, actress, and songwriter. Who revolutionized drip painting in abstract art? A. Vincent van Gogh. B. Michelangelo. C. Jackson Pollock. D. Henri Matisse. Which Spanish artist painted Guernica in 1937? A. Leonardo da Vinci. B. Pablo Picasso. C. Claude Monet. D. Raphael. In what year was U.S. President William McKinley assassinated? A. 1897. B. 1902. C. 1899. D. 1901. What is the Roman numeral for 15? A. 15. B. 14. C. 0. D. VIXX. What is the main ingredient used in making dough or batter for most cakes and pastries? A. Salt. B. Baking powder. C. Eggs. D. Flour. What is the active ingredient responsible for fermentation in lagers? A. Wheat. B. Barley. C. Yeast. D. Malt. Which artist is known for painting the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Vatican City? A. Michelangelo. B. Leonardo da Vinci. C. Raphael. D. Donatello. Which subatomic particle is negatively charged? A. Proton. B. Electron. C. Neutron. D. Positron. Who was the original lead singer of the progressive rock band It Bites? A. Bella Fleck. B. Bobby McFerrin. C. Mick Jagger. D. Francis Dunnery. Which vitamin is most abundant in oranges? A. Vitamin A. B. Vitamin B12. C. Vitamin C. D. Vitamin D. How many teams compete in a CFL game? A. 4 teams. B. 2 teams. C. 8 teams. D. 6 teams. Can shade gardens help reduce home cooling energy use? A. Yes. B. No. C. Only in winter. D. They increase energy use. Who wrote the book The Wonderful Wizard of Oz? A. L. Frank Baum. B. J. K. Rowling. C. C. S. Lewis. D. Stephen King. On which continent are both Japan and India located? A. Africa. B. Europe. C. Asia. D. Australia. Who directed the 2012 film Prometheus? A. David Fincher. B. Alfonso Cuarón. C. Christopher Nolan. D. Ridley Scott. Which monarch ruled England during the Tudor dynasty's Elizabethan era? A. Henry VIII. B. Mary I. C. Edward VI. D. Elizabeth I. D. Dave Navarro. During which part of the day is the tawny owl typically active? A. During the daytime. B. Only at dawn and dusk. C. During the nighttime. D. Throughout the entire day. In which sport did the move called the ollie originate? A. Surfing. B. Snowboarding. C. Skateboarding. D. Gymnastics. What is the French term for minced meat? A. Viande hachée. B. Parmentier. C. Purée. D. daube. Who painted the iconic painting The Persistence of Memory in 1931? A. Edouard Manet. B. Claude Monet. C. Salvador Dali. D. Pablo Picasso. In the modern 2014 UEFA European Championship finals with a single host nation, how many national teams qualify in addition to the host? A. 15, B. 23, C. 31, D. 39. Which Australian animal is most well known for being a dangerous predator? A. Wallaby. B. Wombat. C. Kangaroo. D. Saltwater crocodile. Name the fourth planet from the Sun. A. Venus. B. Uranus. C. Neptune. D. Mars. Who was the first female artist to achieve a UK #1 single with a song sung in French? A. Celine Dion. B. Edith Piaf. C. Jane Birkin. D. Emmanuel. When was the Stanley Cup first awarded? A. 1893. B. 1928. C. 1967. D. 1992. In the TV series Friends, what is the name of Ross and Monica's dog from their childhood? A. Fluffy. B. Kai Kai. C. Buddy. D. Sparky. Who won the UEFA Euro 2004 football tournament? A. Portugal. B. Spain, C. France, D. Greece. What form of government does Switzerland have? A. Union, B. Monarchy, C. Democratic Republic, D. Federal Republic. Who was the first pilot to fly solo non-stop across the Atlantic Ocean in 1927? A. Noel Goldsmith, B. Charles A. Lindbergh, C. François Pelland, D. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. What is the largest desert in the world by area? A. Sahara Desert, B. Arabian Desert, C. Antarctic Desert, D. Gobi Desert. In what year did Julius Caesar cross the Rubicon, effectively starting a civil war that led to the end of the Roman Republic? A. 49 BC, B. 44 BC, C. 45 BC, D. 42 BC. Which neoclassical artist served as the official painter of Napoleon Bonaparte? A. Raphael Sanzio, B. Pierre-Auguste Renoir, C. Jacques-Louis David, D. John Constable. How many Oscars did the film Titanic win in 1998? A. 11, B. 9, C. 8, D. 7. Approximately how much protein is in 1 cup of cooked white basmati rice? A. 0.5 grams, B. 2 grams, C. 4 grams, D. 7 grams. In what year was the book The Great Gatsby first published? A. 1900, B. 1925, C. 1936, D. 1975. Which musical interval is a defining component of the classic Tristan chord? A. Major third, B. Perfect fifth, C. Tritone, augmented fourth, D. minor sixth. Which Mark Anthony song is most commonly used as the final encore at his live concerts? A. Valeo la pena. B. Corazon partio. C. Vivir mi vida. D. Tu amor me hace bien. Which primate species is widely considered the most endangered in the world? A. Cross River gorilla. B. Hainan gibbon. C. Bornean orangutan. D. Golden lion tamarin. Which animal is known for having the longest migration of any mammal? A. Elephant. B. Polar bear. C. Gray whale. D. Humpback whale. Which company originally developed and sold auto-tune software, which later became a popular effect used on many hit records? A. Antares. B. Timbaland. C. Lady Gaga. D. Prince. What theme does Led Zeppelin's Black Dog explore? A. Love. B. Lust. C. Morality. D. Joy. Luxembourg. B. Spain. C. India. D. Egypt. How many minutes are in the regulation time of a standard FIFA football match? A. 45. B. 60. C. 90. D. 120. Who wrote the famous novel Brave New World? A. George Orwell. B. Aldous Huxley. C. Ray Bradbury. D. J. D. Salinger. Where is the Louvre Museum located? A. Lille. B. Brussels. C. Marseille. D. Paris. Who composed Für Elisa? A. John Coltrane. B. Elton John. C. Ludwig van Beethoven. D. Miles Davis. Which film won the first Academy Award for Best Picture? A. The Jazz Singer, B. Sunrise, A. Song of Two Humans, C. Wings, D. Ben-Hur. Who wrote the novel Midnight's Children? A. J.K. Rowling, B. Arundhati Roy, C. Khaled Hosseini, D. Salman Rushdie. Who was the leader of East Germany from 1971 to 1989? A. Kim Il-sung, B. Leonid Brezhnev, C. Erich Honecker, D. Hubert H. Humphrey. In which ocean is the Gulf of Aden located? A. Arctic Ocean, B. Pacific Ocean, C. Indian Ocean, D. Atlantic Ocean. Which of the following is a musical instrument? A. Saxophone, B. Ostrich, C. Volleyball, D. Pencil. In what year was the first Toy Story movie released? A. 1995, B. 1997, C. 1999, D. 2001. Where did women first gain the right to vote in national elections? A. France, 1944, B. United States, 1920, C. United Kingdom, 1928, D. New Zealand, 1893. Who composed the theme music for Breaking Bad? A. Bill Conti, B. Dave Porter, C. Klaus Badelt, D. Rolf Kent. What is the principal mountain range that forms the continental divide in South America? A. The Rockies, B. The Sierra Nevadas, C. The Alps, D. The Andes. What are the traditional main ingredients of Irish stew? A. Mutton, or lamb, potatoes, onions, and parsley, B. Beef, potatoes, carrot. What is the most populous island in the world? A. Sicily, B. Sumatra, C. Java, D. Bali. Who composed the Unfinished Symphony? A. Ludwig van Beethoven. B. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. C. Frédéric Chopin. D. Franz Schubert. What most commonly symbolizes the celebration of the Hindu festival of Diwali? A. Lighting of a Mount Everest lies on the border of Nepal and which other country? A. China. B. India. C. Bhutan. D. Pakistan. In which sport is the aerials event practiced? A. Surfing. B. Snowboard halfpipe. C. Skating. D. Skiing. Which artist painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? A. Michelangelo. B. Leonardo da Vinci. C. Raphael. D. Caravaggio. For making the movie Inception? A. Christopher Nolan. B. Steven Spielberg. C. James Cameron. D. Quentin Tarantino. In what year was the movie Django Unchained released? A. 2011. B. 2013. C. 2000. What is the capital city of Nicaragua? A. Lima. B. Guatemala City. C. San Jose. D. Managua. What is the top speed of an ostrich? A. 27 km per hour, 16.9 miles per hour. B. 50 km per hour, 31 miles per hour. C. 70 km per hour, 43.5 miles per hour. D. 105 km per hour, 65 miles per hour. To which art movement did Vincent van Gogh belong? A. Cubism. B. Realism. C. Impressionism. D. Post-Impressionism. Siobhan Fahey. D. Sinead O'Connor. What is the home stadium of the MLS team New York City FC? Who wrote the novel 1984? A. Charles Dickens. B. Ursula K. Le Guin. C. Harper Lee. D. George Orwell. Who was awarded the best FIFA men's goal? Who was awarded the best FIFA men's goalkeeper in 2019? A. Manuel Neuer, B. Gianluigi Buffon. What instrument is primarily associated with Who wrote the novel The Great Gatsby? In which year did Mahatma Gandhi lead the Dandi Salt March? A. 1921, B. 1928, C. 1930, D. 1940. In How I Met Your Mother, which actress plays the character known as the mother? A. Kat Dennings, B. Rachel Bilson, C. Kristen Milioti, D. Allison Hannigan. Who directed the 2017 biopic film I, Tonya? A. Quentin Tarantino, B. Tim Burton, C. Craig Gillespie, D. Christopher Nolan. Who plays Don Draper in Mad Men? A. Matthew Fox, B. John Hamm, C. Ed Harris, D. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Who bought the rundown house on Wisteria Lane in Desperate Housewives Season 2? A. Felicia Tillman, B. Mike Delfino, C. Betty Applewhite, D. Carl Mayer. What is the geometric shape of a water molecule? A. Linear, B. Bent, C. Trigonal planar, D. Tetrahedral. Which fish is most commonly used in traditional British fish and chip? B. How I Met Your Mother, C. Friends, D. Gilmore Girls. What is the real last name of actor Brad Pitt? A. Hudson, B. Pitt, C. Gates, D. McNamara. Who won the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film at the 58th Academy Awards, 1986 ceremony? A. Akira Kurosawa, B. Luis Punzo, C. Federico Fellini, D. Ingmar Bergman. What is the title of the American Tattoo Competition TV series originally hosted by Dave Navarro? A. Friends, B. Game of Thrones, C. Ink Master, D. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Who directed the 2020 film Palm Springs about two strangers in a time loop? A. Quentin Tarantino, B. Christoph Lordlet, C. Gurinder Chadha, D. Max Barbakow. What is the highest score a player can achieve in a game of 10-pin bowling? A. 20, B. 110, C. 300, D. 900. In which NBC sitcom did Parker Posey and Jane Leeves both make guest appearances? A. 30 Rock, B. Cheers, C. Friends, D. Frasier. Who wrote the novel The Catcher in the Rye? A. Joan Didion, B. Harper Lee, C. J. D. Salinger, D. Ernest Hemingway. Which river system in Africa has the largest drainage basin? A. Nile River, Salvador Franek. Who co-composed the soundtrack for the movie The Dark Knight? A. David Bowie, B. John Bon Jovi, C. Tori Amos, D. Hans Zimmer. Delhi, A. Millennium Delhi Airport Hotel, B. Lufthansa German Center, C. IG Airport Terminal 3, D. Air India Lounge. What is the title of J.R.R. Tolkien's 1937 novel? A. The Fellowship of the Ring, B. The Wind Calls, Jupiter. Which SI unit is used to measure water pressure? A. Volts, B. Newtons, C. Pascals, D. Atmospheres. Who directed the 2013 romantic comedy Don John? A. Tarantino, B. Spielberg, C. Scorsese, D. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Who curated the Who Bonheur Tra-Vin exhibition in 2006? A. Ian Stevenson, B. Enmai Lee, C. Eun-Dai Hwang, D. David Finkelstein. Who plays Harvey Specter in the TV series Suits, 2011? A. Kyle Chandler, B. Gabriel Macht, C. Patrick J. Adams, D. Rami Malek. In what year was To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee published? A. 1942, B. 1960, C. 1937, D. 1975. A. Claude Debussy, B. Ludwig van Beethoven, C. Johannes Brahms, D. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Which film features Tyler Durdenberg, B. Sergeant Alphonse Jean Baptiste, B. Sergeant Alphonse Jean Baptiste, C. Corporal Adolphin Wilhelm, D. Gavrilo Princip? How many countries are in South America? How many countries are in South America? A. 9, B. 12, C. 14, D. 18. Who primarily portrayed the masked Michael Myers, The Shape, in the 1978 film Halloween? A. Nick Castle, B. Kurt Russell, C. Donald Pleasence, D. Michael Rooker. Which car manufacturer won the 2016 24 Hours of Le Mans? A. Toyota, B. Audi, C. Ferrari, D. Porsche. Which band released the song Monkey Wrench? A. Coldplay, B. Green Day, C. Blink-182, D. Foo Fighters. What is the title of the third book in the Robert Langdon series by Dan Brown? A. Angels and Demons. B. The Da Vinci Code. C. The Lost Symbol. D. Inferno. What is the title of J.K. Rowling's seventh and final Harry Potter book? A. The Goblet of Fire. B.